Previously on Use Your Imagination. You're back on the ship, mere hours away from tragedy. You're in one of the cabins strumming on your lute, and you look down, and where there were strings of a lute are now the strings of fate that you strum so casually. Your arm is still wrapped in string, and you continue to play as the hour draws near. And it keeps drawing near. But nothing happens. There's no fight, no armada coming to claim the lives of your fellow crewmates, and it almost feels real, the changes you and your lute made to the world. But then the dream darkens as you begin to wake. And when you do, you're back in the inn where you fell asleep. And you think you know how to do that in real life. Change fate itself.
I'm gonna give one last growl, just menacing growl, just to really scare the shit out of him. And then I'm gonna turn around and walk away.
So, you hear him, just as you're walking away, you hear him just break into sobs. Sitting on the floor, just sobbing as his near-death encounter has finished. You are a villain in this man's eyes. but in reality, you're just a cat. He doesn't know anything else. He, wipes his tears, gets up. He can only move 15 feet, but...
And then I cast Thunder Wave again. Okay, that's 10 points of damage.
Doesn't even get through the door just slams into his face and he's dead.
He gets squashed up against... You, break the doors off the hinges, he gets squashed up against that wall.
Yep.
Right next to him. You arrive in a teleportation circle of Craven's laboratory, and the doors in front of you are closed. However, you hear some footsteps approaching, and the doors slowly open. Jorah stands there. She takes a moment, almost taking inventory of the people here. Ah, Elysia, isn't this a nice... Craven! You want to see who it is? And it takes a moment before you hear another set of footsteps. You hear Craven's voice, and he is just out of view. Jorah? Who's... And just as he comes into view, you see him approaching, looking inside the room, and you can pinpoint the moment he sees Umerath standing there. Because in that moment, he stops like a deer in the headlights, and you can see hope and love and joy and relief enter his eyes where there was none before. And he just starts sobbing, breaking down, and soon enough he's pushing everyone out of the way. Umerath is a good 2 feet taller than he is, and Craven has to almost jump up to wrap both arms around Umerath's neck. And Craven just continues to cry into Umerath's shoulder, hanging off of him. The larger Forbulk man takes one arm and wraps it around Craven's torso and holds him tight to his chest, and the other hand goes up to the back of Craven's head as he threads his fingers through his hair, pulling his face closer into his shoulder. And they're just crying into each other's arms, together again. City of Icewraith Sleep, northwestern province of Winterflower, Sun's Dawn, year 1344 AC. Craven Singoth had, so far, lived a great life. He was kind and great and bright. He was smart. He was doing good for this world, and people knew it. But most of all, the most important part of all, he was in love. in love with a man who made his every wish come true, and who stood by him and loved him right back at the exact same volume. Karryn was the chief at the local hospital and spent his days working in medicine. Umerath spent his time as a professor of magic at a local installation of Hollowhaven University, teaching the ways of evocational spellcasting. They had both, so far, lived a great life together. The day before it happened, Karryn had a meeting in his office. A meeting where pleasantries quickly turned to twisted suggestions and dark offers of opportunity. Karryn said no. Karryn regretted that answer when he returned from work the day after, to find his love taken, to find himself trapped and pushed into a corner among the shattered and dashed remains of the good life he once led. And the days, weeks, months, years after went by in misery. And even when he had someone to commiserate with, a little bit of that hope died with each passing second. There was no one standing by him now. And then you showed up. You showed up, and a little bit of that hope came back to life when you said you wanted to help. Maybe this would finally be it for him. Even if he couldn't see his love again, at least he wouldn't have to keep pretending. At least he wouldn't have to keep reversing the good he's done. At least he would be free. And then maybe that would be enough. You went away for a month, traveling down to Sage Lake to meet with his old friend. That hope grew just a little bigger. And then you came back. You came back, and his love stood right beside you, and that hope came flooding back as if you'd broken the glass of an aquarium and the water came rushing out. His love was there, and his hope was back, right next to the pool of courage that had filled in his heart once the misery had gone away. And that brings us here. Last time we left off, the four of you participated in a rescue operation to save Umerath from the clutches of the Generals of Undeath in order to end what they had hanging over Karryn's head so he would be able to reveal information about them without risking the life of his husband. You successfully saved him after briefly becoming villains in a horror movie and reunited Umerath and Karryn, leaving us with a scene of reunion as they finally were able to see each other after over a year of being apart. As this moment is calming down, we are going to open the session here. Umerath and Karryn still remain holding onto one another, a tight embrace, wrapped around each other however tight it needs to be, to make up for their absence. You all have moved from the teleportation circle into the main laboratory, where you all stand around the table in the center of the room, as crowded as it might be. And as we open, Alyssa is finishing up her explanation of how this reunion came to be. Alyssa, you didn't have to. I did, but whatever. And Karryn's just kind of leaning against the table. Umerath has got a hand on his shoulder.
This is so touching.
Hattie's wiping tears from her eyes, trying not to cry.
Kai has been
She's
crying
still
for
doing
maybe
it.
the past couple of minutes. I think there's a little trickle of snot coming out of his nose. He's just so touched by this.
Yeah.
He loves love.
Oh. So sweet. Hattie's just crying. She doesn't know what to do.
Aw, that's so cute. So now that we have everyone safe and sound in one room, I think it would be best if we just started to discuss our mutual enemy. Maybe some way to stop them, if that's even possible.
I figured we would have to have some form of discussion.
I mean, it doesn't have to be now. If you'd like, maybe we could sleep on it so you can enjoy your reunion. I don't want to cut this off too quickly. It feels a little, gauche.
I want to get this over as fast as I can.
That's understandable.
he kind of rubs at his face for a second and grabs one of the stools and kind of sets it down and positions himself there in front of this table and kind of leans in. And Alyssa does the same, except it's a bit harder for her to get up on top since she's a gnome, so she's a lot shorter. So it's almost like watching somebody climb up a ladder to get up on top of the stool. But she kind of sits in front of him and leans in as well, just kind of almost supervising whatever conversation is about to happen. And he kind of sighs and, what do you need to know?
I believe that when we met last, we discussed the generals of Undeath and that how there were. Give me a second. I'm pulling my notebook. Oh my gosh, I should have had this open a long time ago. That is Kai speaking. He does have like a little thingy where he writes his notes in.
Yeah,
I passed it already. Here we go. Okay. So I believe that we're on tarot right now, and then eventually we'll work our way up the list progressively.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can start at tarot and work our way up because he does have information on all of them. I don't want this episode to be just me talking the entire time, so if you guys have questions or things to add, definitely say something, please.
Okay. I'm just gonna run through to make sure that I have my list correct on what I wrote down before. So it goes Tarot, the Prince of Claws, Pied Piper, Reprimand, the Archmage, Archpriest, and then the Twin Devils.
Yes, that is
That's what I
correct.
have.
Good.
Okay, so he... Alright, I guess I'll start at the bottom. Tarot's name is Dougal. And Hattie, of course, you recognize that name.
Yeah.
Alyssa takes a second and sends a knowing glance in your direction. I think the rest of you have maybe heard the name Dougal here and there, but you haven't made the connection quite yet.
No.
Until this point in hearing it.
Have we ever heard that name? Did Hattie ever tell us anything?
She's
said it,
mentioned,
yeah.
she said the name before, so you
Yeah.
recognize the name, but you don't know who
I
the
think
person is.
she mentioned that she was on she was looking for him. I think when we first met.
Yeah.
I just was like asking around. And so you guys heard me asking around.
Yeah. And he pauses at this look that the two of you seem to send each other, and he's I believe I've covered this before, he's a serial killer. He uses tarot cards to target his victims. I'm going to say this in the nicest way possible. He provides bodies for the generals, specifically for use by necromancers. And he stops talking and kind of defers to Jorah, and unless you wanted to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say I guess I'll say it in character. I haven't brushed up on my fantasy criminal minds as of recently, but I mean, I think I'm prepared. What's the stressor? Who's the unsub? I think we know who the unsub is anyways. But let's continue. Let's go. I'm excited. I should not have said that. That was in poor taste. I am not excited at the prospect of fighting a serial killer. But you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. I'm gonna take my notes. Okay, continue.
Okay, so he defers to Jorah for this next bit of information. And she kind of steps in next to him and kind of becomes part of the conversation actively. The Prince of Claws, well, we don't actually have a real name for him. No one knows his real name. We only call him Prince of Claws because that's the title he gave us. Not much is known about him. I've heard his name mentioned with regards to some form of research happening in the northern regions of the continent, but that's about it.
So is he like a furry, or...
I'm not sure about that one. I've never met him.
Well, I mean, furry rights, so it's whatever.
I mean,
Sounds
sure.
interesting. Yeah, I mean, do furries exist in
They're
this
cat
world?
people.
Oh, shoot. Wait,
We're
yeah, they
all
actually have a
cat
real
people.
name. Tabaxi.
Yeah, Tabaxi.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's all the information we have on the Prince of Poles. What about the Pied Piper?
And Craven begins speaking again. She is... her name is Oz. O-Z, for anybody wondering. Her name is Oz. I met her a few times, a couple of times. She's a traveling bard. Uses music to manipulate diseased rats, and uses them to kill people. Again, she is responsible for providing bodies for the necromancers that work under the Generals of Death. I couldn't give you any identifying information for her if I tried, because she never wears the same face twice.
Teth, can you manipulate animals like that?
I don't think so.
I mean, because it might be cool if, like, when we meet up, you guys could have, like, a rat battle.
I don't.
A rat battle? A rat battle?
I don't think I can Pied Piper it. Like,
I mean, hopefully by that point in our journey, we'll have leveled up quite a bit. So maybe
Yeah.
by that point we can have a rat battle. If not, maybe Lezeth could turn into a really big rat and fight all the little rats.
I don't think I've ever seen a giant rat, but
We'll find one
give
for
it a
you.
try.
yeah, we can make a giant
We're
rat
on
for
a quest
you.
just to find a giant rat.
Just to find a giant rat so we can have a rat battle.
It shouldn't be that hard to find a giant rat.
Maybe there's a spell that could make a rat bigger.
And yeah.
Yeah.
It's not one that I've ever come across, so...
Well,
Alright, so that's all we have on the Pied Piper.
What if I made prestidigitation made it an illusion of a giant rat?
Giant rat.
Would
Scare
that
away all the
count?
little rats. An even bigger, even more diseased rat.
Yeah.
You could say the rat that makes all the wolves.
We're rats. We're the rats.
rats.
You stop getting me prey. We're the rats. I'm the giant rat who makes all of the rules. All right.
Oh god.
All right. Next.
Yeah, reprimand, whatever his name is. Their name is.
His name is Mavek Dayweaver.
Can you spell that for me?
Mavek, and then Dayweaver. I'm assuming you can spell that.
I cannot. I'm just kidding. I can.
Okay. It's like, we might need to have a discussion.
I was never literate. Never.
Okay. Is that canon? Or...
No. Wait. I can't remember if we made that canon or not.
No, I think it's Teth that can't read.
Yeah.
Okay, so he kind of stops for a second. He's a general of the military, commanding officer of Fort Cliffholt. He, again, like many of his fellows, provides bodies for the generals, and he provides some form of influence in the government. In some circles, he is known to have a brutal but well-funded grudge against pirates and has an armada at his command, which is how he comes upon so many bodies. And this entire time, Elysia has not been very reactive to many of the names that have been revealed thus far. But any composure that she might have had is kind of ruined when, after hearing the name Mavek Dayweaver, she seems very shocked and familiar with this name.
You okay there, love?
Yeah. If this is his actual name, Craven, you better not be screwing with me. We are in a lot more trouble than I thought.
That's not promising. Wow. How so?
Mavek Dayweaver is... He's a part of the Council of Sage Lake.
Oh God.
Which is the singular governing body of this continent.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And Craven kind of looks over, just kind of like, yeah, I know. Kind of this, yeah, I know, kind of look on his face. Commiserating with her almost.
Yeah, we already been new.
So that's terrifying. This man makes laws? He makes our laws?
Wow.
Yeah, that's why I'm a little about this one.
Teth, didn't you used to be a pirate?
Yeah.
Have you ever had a run-in with Mavek?
Or I guess his armada.
Yeah, since he seems to hate pirates and hunt them down.
Maybe.
What is... This is a safe space, don't worry, we're wearing matching shorts, it's fine, we've got some rapport going, it's okay, you can tell us.
I totally forgot.
That deflection,
I mean, Teth, if it's like too painful to talk about, we won't force you, but if you think that it could help us in any way, it might be good to tell us this information.
I mean, when I say maybe, I really don't know.
Okay.
Insight check.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
First roll of the session, let's go.
You roll against me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Oh. What is... I only got a 13. Dang it.
Do I have to roll too?
I think it would be a deception if you're not...
Or persuasion. Deception or persuasion. You decide what your intention is with saying you don't know. Are you trying to deceive them, or are you trying to convince them that you really don't know?
I got a 26, by the way.
Where did the dice go?
Observant.
I can't help you with your dice. I'm sorry.
I was trying to use the D&D, the D&D Beyond dice roller thingy. But I keep on pressing roll and nothing's happening. Please roll.
Do you have to click the screen?
Do I have to click the screen?
I think so.
Yeah, you just click the actual skill, don't you?
I'm clicking
so
hard
if you're
right
doing
now,
performance,
guys.
you would press the little plus. So I have performance up here, you press the plus button.
We're troubleshooting in the middle, or in the very beginning.
But yeah, so you click on the dice, and then you click on the number, your ability score, or your plus, or whatever.
Oh,
your bonus.
That's how. Hello. Please give me the dice. please. Please. D&D Beyond. I would so love for
Oh
this
my
dice
God.
to be rolled. Oh, what?
Maybe you
Oh!
refresh.
Here! Oh no, that didn't work either. I'm just gonna use a different thing. Okay, I got a 3, but plus 10, so 13.
Okay.
Against a 26?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you tell them whether that was a true statement or not, since at least one person rolled.
Yeah, I
Higher.
mean, okay, Teth doesn't know exactly who it was that attacked her, but,
Okay.
probably, yeah, definitely them. But also,
So we'll put it on a maybe list.
She's genuinely unsure whether
Yeah.
or not it could have been. Okay.
but also probably it was.
It probably was, maybe, maybe not.
Yeah,
Put that on the maybe list.
that's why I said maybe. And then you guys
I
were
don't
like,
know.
oh, I don't
Underlying
know.
that.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna
the
roll
smartest
against
person in
Teth.
the room and just pretending. You know?
Yeah.
You're a really good actor then, but
Okay. Moving on to our 5th.
Our buddy, the Archmage.
Yep.
Archmage. Craven kind of sighs. If you think Mavek Dayweaver is a big deal, oh boy. The Archmage is Silgwyn. She's the headmistress of Hollowhaven University. Her role among the generals is to provide influence and to use that influence at the school to find someone who is worthy of being the inheritor, and I truly do not know what that means. I promise. And
Slow down.
Sure enough,
Slow down. Headmistress of what?
Hollowhaven
Hollowhaven.
University.
I think we got a letter from her earlier in the campaign.
What?
We found a letter from
yeah. it was
was it in the tower?
Yep, in the tower.
Yeah.
And,
How do you
like,
guys remember from in the tower? That was like 500 years ago.
Yeah, it was between Fry and the Archmage, and the
Yep.
Archmage said that she found someone called the Inheritor. So she found them.
Oh wait, no, I do remember this letter.
But sure enough, as soon as he says Silgwyn, she also recognizes that name.
Oh god.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Okay, I'm very
She
I
is-
won't lie, I'm very
I'll go ahead and
concerned.
say it. She is also part of the Council of Sage Lake.
Why does the government have to be evil? Oh god.
Well, it's the government, so.
Yeah, you know what? Some biting social commentary.
Alicia does not look happy.
we don't look happy either, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely, like, just abjectly horrified.
Well, taking them down just got way more complicated than it was before.
Yes.
And it was just code names.
Yep.
Kind of going ahead and transitioning into the next bit of information.
We have 2
Craven.
more to go.
Yeah, Craven defers to Jorah one more time. The Archpriest is a man known as Fathom. Fathum. He is the High Priest for a cult known as the Order of the Raven's Mask. I don't know where they're located. He really just seems to be the second in command. And his involvement, he has been participating in the research being done up north.
So I really would just like to make sure that everyone is on the same page. Do you remember when we got revived?
No.
And did you guys remember seeing the porcelain raven mask?
Yeah.
Yes.
That is uncanny. I don't want to point fingers, but do you think that could have been because of the Order of the Raven's mask?
I think it was more
Okay.
Raven Queen.
Okay, let me ask. Let me ask something. So, between all of you, who do you think would have most likely looked into any form of obscure religious history
Oh, not me.
during their time?
Is anyone
I have a
proficient
+4 in
religion?
religion.
I might point. It
Could be religion or history.
Could
It
either
cannot be either one of those.
either be Kai or Hattie, because Kai did study at the temple for a little bit as a kid, but I don't know if he would remember that far back.
Okay.
Yeah, Hattie definitely has read a lot of books, so maybe, but depends on when it was, how, that sort of thing.
Maybe if that's something that you've looked into, you can roll a history or religion check if you want to see if you recognize this title.
It's the same.
But that's up to you.
So I'll roll. Just to see. Just to see. Oh, come on. I'm rolling bad. I got a 10. So probably not.
Ooh, it's a really obscure piece of history. You've heard or read little itty bitsy little mentions of the order.
I literally just saw
at
the name,
some
probably.
point. Yeah, you probably just saw the name and didn't really do much reading into it.
Yeah.
But you do, because of that, you do kind of recognize the name, but not to the extent of knowing anything about it. You would probably have to do some form of specific research
Yep.
eventually to figure out what this order was.
Do a lot of reading when we get back.
And so I'm a little concerned because we're in Sage Lake right now, right?
No, you're in Ice Wraith Sleep.
Oh shoot, yeah. Sorry, brain fart. If we were to go to do research, where would the closest research area be?
Well, there's a temple. Or
There's a
a
Temple
library,
of Ioun
yeah.
in Delmount, and there's also one in Sage Lake.
Okay.
And so far you have access to both of those places through teleportation.
Yeah, okay. After we get all the information, I think Kai's gonna want to go and look into that more. Alright.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're up to the last guy, which is the
Twin Devils.
Twin Devils.
Okay. So, as you guys this conversation kind of slows to a crawl. Craven shifts, seemingly in preparation for this next piece of information. For this entire conversation, he's mostly been rather closed off, like he's ashamed of his involvement with all of this, only making eye contact when necessary. Now his mannerisms have changed slightly. He's not closed off anymore, and he sits up a little straighter. His eyes meet Elysia's, and they stay there. He's staring at her in the eye, and it almost looks like he's apologizing for something. What, you don't know. And Elysia just continues to stare back. He goes to take a big breath and exhales slowly, looking nervous. The Twin Devils are... His voice stops suddenly, and the way he looks now, it doesn't seem to be with his permission.
Oh no.
Oh God.
The twin devils... he tries again, but once more, his voice stops. He keeps trying, again and again, but each time, his voice sounds even more choked on its own words. I can't say it. What's wrong with me? I can't. He brings his hand up to his mouth, shaking. Paper. Give me paper and a pen. And Jorah, looking just as freaked out, scrambles to do what he asks, and he takes the pen in his hand. And he lowers it to the paper. And gradually, as it gets closer, his hand shakes violently, and the pen flies out of his grip and skids across the floor to the other side of the room.
Oh.
He just brings his hand to his mouth once more, and tears pool in his eyes, which are now wide and crying.
Don't force yourself. I'm sure that we'll come to that information eventually. What is important now is that we get you some rest, because today has probably been very emotional.
I'm not forcing myself to do anything. I can't say it. I'm being prevented from saying it.
Do you think that you might have come in contact with them recently? Do you know why? Like maybe you came in contact with someone that stopped you from being able to say that. But I mean, if you feel like you physically can't, then you shouldn't force yourself to try to. It looks like you're hurting yourself.
I don't know. I don't know why I can't. It has to be them, obviously.
Well, I feel like we've gotten enough information for today. I mean, I'm planning on going up to the temple either this evening or tomorrow to do some more research on this, but I think it might be best if we all retire for the day. I don't think that anything else productive could come out of this right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's probably best.
Jorah pipes up as kind of after this goes down, and she takes the pen. She goes over, grabs the pen, and she tries to do the same thing. And the same thing happens to her.
That is definitely not good.
I'm gonna reach over and tap her on the shoulder and cast Lesser Restoration. It's not gonna do anything, really. It's all I have.
She tries again, and it doesn't work.
Well, this is gonna be interesting.
Wait.
Yeah,
Wait.
he's still shaking.
Wait.
He's still shaking, and Umerath is kind of taking him in his arms now. He's clearly shaken by this.
Craven, try to say it again. Just once more, and I'll cast Detect Thoughts with my Githzerai trait.
That's so smart.
The twin devils. Nope.
I can't
even
hear
know
it.
Nope.
Oh
It says you
God.
initially learn the
It's-
surface thoughts of the creature, what's most on its mind in that moment. As an action, you can either shift your attention to another creature or attempt to probe deeper into the same creature's mind.
Something about him knowing that he is trying to reveal information to you. It's preventing it from even becoming something that he can let you know.
He can't even say it in his mind. He can't even think it.
Especially if he knows that you're trying to get it from him.
I guess we could sneak up on him in like 3 hours and try it again. What time is it right now? Not in real life, in the campaign.
I don't know. I don't have a fantasy watch for this.
I'm thinking like maybe late evening, or
Yeah,
did we?
probably.
Yeah, we snuck up.
Okay.
It's pretty late when we were going to the prison because they wanted the cover of
Yeah.
darkness, I think.
So it might be.
Late.
Yeah, it might be best if we go to bed and then kind of convene in the morning and figure out what we're gonna do.
Damn it, I thought we did lots of work.
It was a really good idea.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Maybe we'll
Whatever
figure
the
something else.
whatever
that'll
the
work
twin
out.
devils are, they're ridiculously powerful.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to learning more about them. I think if they can do that.
Is the twin devils 2 people or 1 person?
Yes,
It's two people.
2 people.
Why do I have -1 initiative? Sorry, I just saw that and I was like, that's not right. But maybe it is.
What's your
Can-
dexterity?
Oh, my
Yeah.
dexterity is 8. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Imagine having low dexterity.
Like, Kai stands up and his bones sound like the Minecraft skeleton noises.
Craven, is it just the name that you can't say, or is it anything about the twin devils?
I'm not sure. I've never been in a position where I've had to reveal anything about them to this point.
Can you try to tell
Well-
us what their job is? What they do for a living, or what they do for the generals of undeath?
We can try, like,
Or even
I'll
what
ask
they
you a
look like.
question, and you can nod your head yes or no.
That's an
Like-
interesting suggestion.
It might be that, like, we can try to infer... I should probably be saying this as a character. Might be that we can infer, what they do. I'm assuming, Craven, that they are, like, the head honchos, like, the top of the pyramid, like, end-all be-all of this conspiracy. Yes or no?
He nods his head yes.
Okay, that's good. So they're the ones in charge. I'm also assuming that they are the most dangerous, yes or no?
He nods his head yes.
Okay. Are we in any shape to, like, if we somehow, like, leave this area and somehow come in contact with them, like, will we survive that encounter?
I can answer that for you.
He shakes his head no.
Okay. That's all I need to know for now, is that they are dangerous, they are bad news, and let's do everything we
Do
can to
they
avoid
work
them
in
until
the
we're,
government, same as
Ooh, good
the
question.
archpriest and the
Ooh.
archmage?
like,
He
smart.
begins like nodding his head yes, but it's a struggle.
Okay.
Oh, fun.
to
We're
do
just
it.
playing 21 questions now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Animal, mineral, vegetable.
I'm glad I wasn't drinking.
But you cannot tell us what they look like or what specifically their job is.
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, as long as we know that they're like we can avoid the government at all costs, off the radar. 1, 2, like start beefing up immediately start hitting the weights. And then 3, if we see anyone with, I'm guessing maybe cartoonish horns or like a cartoonish like devil's tail, maybe start walking the other. Oh my god, that's me. That's me. That's me.
You mean
That's me.
It is.
I'm a
It is,
tiefling.
Yes.
you mean
That's me.
tieflings who exist in the real world
You bring up an important point,
Like-
though.
all the time?
Are the
I'm
twin
sorry.
devils tieflings?
Oh my god, wait, Craven, are they tieflings?
I'm sorry.
I was asking
You cut out.
Craven, are the twin devils tieflings? Yes or no?
He shakes his head no.
Are they
Okay,
human?
cool. I would feel
elves?
so terrible if I had to kill one of my guys, one of my dudes,
Your dudes.
my race. All tieflings have a hive mind connectivity. We all speak to each other through our horns.
That's not
psychic.
canon.
That's not true. I know. I'm just joking around.
Yeah.
Just goofing with y'all. We're not bees.
Just a few goofs.
Teth is like, I don't know enough about, this doesn't sound correct, but I don't know enough about tieflings.
Yeah, I was about to say insight check, because
I mean,
Lezeth would not
like,
have any idea.
Insight
knows
check
this is
for
not
Rocky
true.
to change the canon of tieflings forever.
yeah, all tieflings are connected by a mind meld, and you can't sever that. Okay, all right.
Not true at all.
Well, I think I've gotten all that I need from this, but if you guys want to keep doing some stuff.
Craven, are they a race from this plane?
That's a
From the
good
material
one.
plane? A race that exists here?
He nods his head yes.
Okay, that doesn't actually really narrow it down. There's a
No,
lot of
it
races
doesn't.
here.
I
A
was
lot of
And a lot of people in those races.
Yeah.
So
I was toying with the idea that if they're the twin devils, they could either be tieflings or actual devils from the abyssal
Yeah.
plane.
Oh, okay.
Or like fire elementals or something like that.
They're
Oh, are
not
they genasi?
Oh, Genasi could be from this plane.
Yeah. I mean, if they have a parent, that would
Or
be
are they
from a different
human?
plane.
Well, humans are. Well,
I would assume they're from the material plane. I don't know. Maybe they're 90%
Is Craven
water.
responding to any of this? Nodding yes or no to Genasi or
to human.
human? They are
Nods
they're
his head
human.
to human.
so they are
That
human.
I mean, there are a lot of humans out there, so good luck.
Yeah.
but
Now
that
all we
It's
narrows
like a
it
big
down.
game of guess who.
Oh wait, Hattie's a human.
That narrows
Hattie,
it
are
down.
you
Did she
the
know
twin
that?
devils?
Yeah.
You must
Sure.
know them.
yes, I'm definitely the twin devils.
2 people in the government.
2 people.
Yep.
All right.
Is there anything else we can ask? Yes or no question. We know they're in the government. I know it's 2 different people.
Are they male? Craven? Or. And then.
Oh, that's hard to answer.
Oh.
Is it
I mean,
2
I don't
different
know.
genders? Like
One
a
of each?
brother and sister, or
Both flavors. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ew.
You can have a threesome with the twin devils.
Oh man! Don't suggest that.
Please
No,
don't.
please do suggest that.
Let's not roleplay that. That's not a good idea.
No. I am stamping the big veto on that
Big
one.
no.
No.
This is a family-friendly podcast.
Well,
Definitely. That contains a lot of murder.
You know, family-friendly.
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
yes or no to my question?
To 2 different genders. It's a little stiff. Like he's struggling with it a little bit, but yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I
it's-
think that's enough
Okay.
for now.
Yeah.
So now we just need to go
PvP.
into the government and ask to see every single human. And then we find them.
Well,
Easy peasy.
one more question: are they somehow related to each other
Oh,
by
yeah.
blood,
Oh, they're like actual twins.
I think that would be cool if they were actual twins.
or even brother and sister?
Yeah.
Are they related?
Are they related? Are they twins?
You have to pick what question
One
you are
question.
asking.
I'm
Yeah.
asking:
Are
are
they
they
related?
related to each other?
He nods his head yes,
Are they twins?
shakes his head no,
Okay.
Are they siblings?
shakes his head no.
Oh God.
They're not
Father and
Are they
parent and child.
parent and child?
Shakes his head no.
I think we were on asking if they were married.
Yeah.
Okay. It's harder this time for him to nod yes to this one, but it slowly gets there.
Okay, we are looking for a married couple in the government. That shouldn't be too hard to narrow down.
Human.
Human
married
married
couple.
government.
Can we do
Not-
a government heist where we heist into the government?
Oh my god. Can we like sneak into the Secret
entirely
Service?
sure what
That'd
that
be so
means,
cool.
but okay.
Can we like run for office and then
Which one
That's
of
a
us
great
is
way to
gonna
get
run for
executed
office?
by the state.
Yep.
Okay, so we've got that information. I am ready to do some research.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've
they
taken
probably
up
have a record of every
all
single
the
person who's
details.
in government? We could probably just go to like the library and look up a list of everyone who's in the government,
I mean,
That
right?
should be
I'm
easy
sure there's a
information to
book on
get.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
it is public.
someone,
It is public
honestly,
record
probably.
who's a part of the council. But the council is a specific group of people. It's not just the entire government.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Is it like the
So we need to
executive
heist
branch?
into the
The
council.
judicial branch? The
One-
other branch?
one.
One more question, Craven. Are they a part of the council?
He tries to move, and it. For some reason, this particular piece of information is one that he cannot reveal.
Did it look like he was about to nod?
Yeah, I mean, I don't
You
think.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't tell.
Either
So-
way, I'd say the chances are good that they are a part of the council.
Yeah, a bunch of other people were.
Even
I'd
though
give it like
he
a-
can't confirm it.
85% chance. So, I mean, if we go researching and we find that there's like a married human couple in the council, I would probably peg those guys as the.
You'd peg them?
I would not peg them!
Don't peg them. Don't peg my villains, please.
No.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, double entendres everywhere. Okay. I would say that they were probably the Twin Devils. No pegging.
Yeah, no pegging involved.
We pegging?
No!
I don't know. Are you?
I'm so sorry, Craven. We will get out of your hair now.
Does Craven know what
forgot
pegging
Craven's
is? Can
here.
we roll to see if Craven knows what pegging
Okay,
is?
so he's
No, I'm just gonna ask him if he
he's
knows what
gay. Of
pegging is.
course, he knows what pegging is.
It's not a yes or no.
Craven, do you know what pegging is?
Oh god.
Hattie was just dying in
And
the corner.
he just looks up to Umerath, and they both have this smile on their face. Clearly, you guys having a conversation about pegging is what they needed to cheer themselves up a little bit.
Oh I hope you guys know that I wrote down in my notes, do not peg the Twin Devil.
If this show wasn't already
That's
rated
true. Let
explicit,
them
I would
peg
have to
you.
rate this episode explicit.
Are we in middle school? This is what we're
I
laughing
think
about?
so. I think so.
Oh my god.
Yeah, probably.
We're all graduated from high school. Can you believe that?
College.
Most of us are in college.
Alright. Okay.
We're adults.
Okay.
Let's compose ourselves.
Closed.
Whew.
Well, after that conversation,
I like to imagine it
Thank
just got
you.
really quiet for no reason.
Yeah, like it got really awkwardly quiet, and no one could make eye contact with each other.
yeah, thank you for the information, Craven. It's every bit as useful,
Yes.
and we're glad to see you two back together.
He smiles and nods. Thank you so much. And kind of reaches up and pecks Umerath on the cheek. Alright, what are you guys doing besides
Pain.
being inappropriate
Only
for the
pain.
internet?
Research. Definitely.
Okay.
Hattie's like got so much notes in her little book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should we go this evening or should we go like tomorrow morning?
Wait, go where?
The Temple of Ayun, the one
Oh,
that
okay.
has all the knowledge.
Right. I mean, isn't it like butts o'clock in like
Yeah.
the morning?
probably
So should we like go to sleep?
Yeah.
Probably.
Snuggle up.
Before we leave, do we need to give back all the magic items that were given to us for the
Oh, what
We got
you
magic
guys-
breaking Umerath out of prison?
Oh my gosh. Yes, you
Forgot
did
about
get
those.
magic items.
Yeah, we got an ear cuff
When you try to
that would allow
And
us
some
to
fire
communicate.
charges.
I
yeah.
when you
so did
try to
write that
return
down.
this to Elysia, she's just like, nah, keep it.
Sick.
Oh, sick.
So, where are you headed?
Oh, I should put that in my.
No idea.
Well,
I think we're gonna go and sleep for some amount of time and then go research in the temple.
Yeah. Kind of need a nap after hearing all that.
okay. I feel like I should mention it. I don't think it was that long. I don't think it's that late. Like, I didn't correct you earlier because we needed to get through what we just got through, but you guys went out in the morning.
Oh.
I see.
Oh, I remember we did wake up and then go.
So it was probably like mid-evening.
Sorry, I thought we would have gone under the cover of night. But no, we attacked them at dawn.
So, do we just-
Afternoon.
so what time is it?
Like mid-evening. I'm not sure the exact time.
I'm gonna need it down to the second, please, so I could get a. an
Okay,
accurate-
well,
To get into the.
yeah, so I can accurately roleplay the situation.
It's like noon.
okay,
or
I'll
something.
hop into another universe and find a version of me that knows how to do math and
Yeah,
cares
okay,
about time.
thanks.
So,
Would it be too late to go to the temple and start doing research? Should we just do it tomorrow?
no,
It's
it's,
not
like
that late.
if I were to estimate, it's like 4 or 5 p.m.
Oh, okay, so it's still like afternoonish. Okay.
Yeah.
It's dinner time.
Dinny time. Sorry, that was a little much.
Just right.
Lord. Okay, where are you headed?
I guess our stuff's all in Sage Lake, though.
Oh shoot, yeah.
Like
Didn't
all
you
our
guys bring your
horses
stuff
and-
with you to the mission?
I mean, like our horses and like I left Humphrey at the like.
Yeah, we have a
okay.
whole cart
Okay,
of
yeah.
horses that we paid for and
Yeah,
everything.
you have a whole goat.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I'm sure
we
we just like
do.
brought our weapons, like magic stuff. Like we didn't bring everything, you know.
Okay,
Keep it
okay.
light. We kind of left everything behind.
All right, guess I'm taking you back with me.
Yep.
And
You're stuck with us for just a little bit longer.
Elysia goes to complete the process of drawing the teleportation circle with her crystal, and Craven kind of gives a little wave goodbye. Jorah does as well, and they kind of bunch up and watch you guys step through the circle and disappear. And you're back in the Sage Lake branch of the Floating Dagger.
All right.
Big sigh. That was eventful.
Mm-hmm.
I would say let's go research. I'm ready to read some books. I need this right now.
Okay. There's a Temple of the Knowing Mistress over in the Education
Oh,
District.
shit. We could have seen Jeffrey while we were here. It's too late now, but
Well,
we could have said hi.
that's in Delmount. That's in Delmount.
I know, but while we were there,
not
we
an
could
ice
have
wraith
said
sleep.
hello. We were just there.
Poor Jeffrey.
Okay.
Time for books. Time for books.
Book time.
Okay, so are you all going to the Temple of the Knowing Mistress?
I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't be much help doing research, but
I don't think
I
Teth is
will
going to be
try-
much help
It's
either.
just-
I will try to assist where I'm needed.
You guys can go fetch books. It'll give you
I was
something
about to say,
do.
is this about
Yeah.
to be the second coming of pulling the horse to the library?
Not this time, I don't think.
Okay, so you guys make your way into the education district of the city. This is, of course, home to many of the colleges and artisan guilds and other trade schools here in Sage Lake. And kind of at the center of everything is the Temple of the Knowing Mistress, which is a bit bigger compared to the one in Delmount. You can tell, like, this is definitely like the center of this area of the city, and they clearly treat it with as much reverence as it deserves. And just make your way inside. It's a very large library inside, with certain parts that are clearly kind of sectioned off for religious activities. So, I will let you do what you need to.
Alright,
Jeff?
so Hattie, I think it might be best if we split our efforts up looking for different information. Would you like to take the Council of Sage Lake or the Order of the Raven's Mask?
I will take the Sage Lake Council. That
Okay.
seems pretty interesting.
I will
Okay,
take the Raven's Mask.
Hold on, I don't actually have names for everyone in the Sage Lake Council, so I have an
Make it
NPC
up.
generator, and I have to pull up the stuff from Delmount. Hold on. I have to find that in my folder. Here we go. Okay. So, who wants to go first? Since we're splitting up, we kind of have to figure out.
I can go first.
Yeah, so Kai's gonna look into anything on the Order of the Raven's Mask. What would I roll for that? Would it be like investigation, history?
Let's go investigation.
Okay.
And if you have proficiency with history, add your proficiency bonus
Okay.
to
I
your roll.
do not. So
Okay, well then, there you go.
yeah, that's just gonna be a +2. So got a 12. Great.
What I'll let you do here, since this is a very large library, I'll let you roll a few times because you can kind of go through different sections in your search for them, so you can roll 2 or 3 more times.
Okay. I'll just tell you the highest one of all of those.
Okay.
Alright, the highest I got was a 16.
Okay. So kind of going through some of the more historical tomes and collections of like academic papers and stuff that have been published, you do find some records of a group known as the Order of the Raven's Mask. It's pretty well hidden, but it appears that the Order of the Raven's Mask was a order of monks dedicated to the Raven Queen. And that, as far as records indicate, they completely fell off the face of the earth after the war. There were plenty of mentions of them in a historical context of like people encountering them or talking to people who were part of it before the war. But everything after is just like academic papers of people fascinated by them or like conspiracy theories about what happened to them because they are just gone.
What war was this?
The War of Collision.
Okay.
Oh yeah, when we
I
tore
didn't remember.
the rifts.
Yeah, that was the one with the rifts. So there are a lot of theories about what happened to them.
Do we know what, like, any specifics on what they did for the Raven Queen when they were around?
There aren't any, like, records of their specific activities. From what you can tell, they were a pretty insular group. They didn't really have a lot of interactions with public-facing groups. Like, they really just had connections to the temples here in Winterflower, but they never really interacted with the public. It was more of an institution for private practice of religion, whereas temples are typically used for public practice of religion. So this was for a more dedicated sect of people.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that's all I can find on them.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I don't think that I wanted to wait. I think I want to look into if they have any cold cases on serial killings. Because that might give us some more information on Taro, because I'm assuming that he's probably the closest to us that we're going to come in contact with.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm just trying to get my fantasy criminal minds on, so.
Wait, can Teth also participate in this? Because I also really love Criminal Minds, and I want to be a part of this Criminal Minds thing we got going on.
Okay, so I guess you guys can, one of you can make an assisted investigation check.
Sure.
So you have advantage on it because someone else is assisting you, but oh my gosh.
What's your modifier for investigation?
Let's see. I'm pretty good at everything. Actually, just one.
Just one? Okay, mine is +2, so I'll do the roll for that.
Okay.
Well, I got 2 14s.
Hey,
That's something.
that is something. Good job, Kai.
Well, if there are gonna be any records of cold cases, it's likely just gonna be one centered in Sage Lake. But there really aren't that many.
Okay.
And certainly no reports mentioning tarot cards.
Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. I assumed it would probably be more spread out or in a different comfort zone. So, it was worth a shot.
Okay. I love you trying to do a geographic profile.
Yeah, let's just triangulate the location of the killer.
We're trying to Spencer Reed this.
Yeah, chill out there.
Kai wishes he was Spencer Reed.
Same.
If you're really
Alright.
looking for cold cases, you might want to check with the local guard.
Oh, that's
Oh my
smart.
gosh, that's what this episode is going to be called. Fantasy Criminal Minds.
Yay!
They would
Perfect.
probably
The-
be more
I
likely to
guess
have
that would
any
be, yeah.
unsolved murders.
Yeah,
That's
so
also what
I'll
they
put
do in
that on the
Criminal
list
Minds.
just
They
to
go
check
to the
with the
local
guard.
police.
They would probably be more likely to have documented that than this library. It's more in their purview.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're going to move on.
Yeah.
Yay, politics.
Yeah, fun.
Woohoo!
So, I mean, I'm not even going to make you roll for this because this is really easy. It's like
okay.
public like, knowing who they are is public record. It's a matter of public knowledge. Okay, so... what you know about the Council of Sage Lake is that while, yes, this is a singular governing body of the continent of Winterflower, the council is made up of people who have influence or who are governing members of their local government.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it typically encapsulates the 6 major cities or towns in Winterflower, and those are usually the ones that kind of have a purview over the regions surrounding them. So, major cities include Frostwall, Icewraith Leap, Delmount, Sage Lake, Hollowhaven, and Fort Cliffholt. So, we've already covered who is head of Hollowhaven, is the representative of Hollowhaven. That is Silgwyn. The representative of Fort Cliffholt is Mavek Dayweaver. The representative for Delmount actually belongs to 3 people. They all 3 represent the town of Delmount, and I will grab their names real quick. Okay, so these 3 people each correspond to the 3 major temples in Delmount. The high priest of the Temple of Bahamut, named... Did I actually give this person a name? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. Their name is Honor Thorn. The other person is the high priest of the Temple of Arathis. The high priestess known as Orlin. And then, of course, the Temple of Ioun, which you already know the high priest there, Osros Ash. So those 3 are part of the council.
What was the first temple, like god?
Bahamut.
Ah.
Yeah. And then the representative for Frostwall it belongs to 2 people. The Hollowed Flares, which you've heard that name before. So it's them, and then, hold on, I don't actually have one for Sage Lake or Icewraith Leap yet. So, the representative for Sage Lake is Edmund Montague. And the representative of Icewraith Leap is their governor, Christiana Farlight.
Lots of names.
Okay, just to make sure that I got it right, we have for Icewraith Leap is Christiana Farlight. Sage Lake is Edmund Montague. Fort Cliffholt we already knew was Mavek Dayweaver. Hollowhaven was Silwyn. Delmount is 3 people, the 3 head priests of the respective places, so Honor Thorn, Orlin, and then Osros Ash. And then I think Frostwall was the Hollowed Flares. Okay. I feel like I've heard that name before.
The Hollowed Flares?
Yes.
Yeah, you have.
Now I've got to rack up my brain.
Was it?
It was connected
the
to
letter?
Yes, it was connected to the letters that we found in Elias Fry's tower house.
Wait, okay, I'm finding those. Okay.
Elias, Necromancy, and the Prince of Undeath.
Session 2. Minister. Prince of Undeath was called Orcus.
Yeah,
between Fry and the Archmage found someone called the Inheritor. The Hollowed Flares run Nevermore Trading Company, which was originally owned by Alicia, I think.
Mm-hmm. The Nevermore Trading
Oh,
Company.
Family, yeah.
Yeah, Alesia's family used to own it before something happened.
Okay.
And now the Hallowed Flares basically govern Frostwall,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and they're part of the council.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in the council is evil. There you go.
Which means you can't trust Ozortash.
Yeah.
Is it at all possible? Do we know exactly what the Hallowed Flares are? We know it's a group of people. Is it a group of people or
It's two people.
it's a pair of people?
They are a married couple.
Is it? Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Is it possible they're the twin devils?
You don't know.
We should ask
Highly.
Alicia.
Do you want me to tell you their actual names? Because that's definitely part of the record.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know next to nothing about the Hallowed Flares.
Okay, so Earthadar and Victatrana, Hollowed Flare.
Whoa.
Wow.
Those are some
That's a
names.
mouthful. Could you type
Yeah, I'll
that
type
in
them out in a
chat?
second.
Devils, you can't pronounce their names.
Earthadar and Victatrana. I will type that out in chat.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
spelled it, but I'm sure it's wrong.
Yeah. I like it. Sounds futuristic
I'm sure I spelled this.
or fantasy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Earthadar and
sort of
Victatrana.
after Hattie finishes up reading about them, she pulls out her journal and pulls out from the little sleeve inside of it her tarot card and just kind of like looks at it for a minute and it's just like, oh god.
Do we, I say we as in the rest of the party, know what tarot card Hattie is holding, or is it just a tarot card that we've never seen the actual, like, what it is in the set?
I don't know. Is Hattie doing this privately, or is she with the group?
It's just, she's just sitting there. She just like pulls it out and is like looking at it. And it's just thinking. So she's not really focused on anyone else right now.
Okay.
Pretty sure we're all still moving around and
so-
researching. Was there a
Yeah,
last?
so
Yeah,
even
that's
if
what
I
I
wanted
was
to snoop,
wondering.
I would be able to see what tarot card it was.
Was there a last?
Well, that's what I was
name
wondering.
with Earthadar and Victatrana?
The Hollowed Flares.
Okay.
That's their last name.
Just making sure.
Hollowed Flare is their last name.
Just
Nice.
making sure.
Well, let's avoid them.
Yeah, I have
Well,
one more thing that I would like to research. Don't know how
Okay.
successful I'm gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
I
Uh-huh.
would like to do. This probably isn't going to come to anything. Any other information on the War of Collision?
Oh my gosh, that's so much information, Alyssa.
Okay, we'll narrow it down to.
I can info dump to you if you want me to.
Once again, I'm looking for any more information that I haven't read before on the rifts that were a part of the War of Collision that resulted from that.
Okay, well, there are
Again, there's only so many known, and
there are 5 that are known. I think we've gone over this before.
Yeah.
It's the 4 elemental planes and then the Feywild. People saw when this all happened. People saw the shattering of the barrier, but they could never pinpoint where those rifts might have happened.
Mm-hmm.
they
For whatever
saw the
reason,
shattering
they just-
of the barrier. How did they see it?
Well, it turns out when a planet hits another planet,
Well, I thought this was.
it's something people
When a
can
mommy and
see.
a daddy love
So
each
the-
other
so
very
the realms-
much.
So I guess I can kind of go over that. That's a little bit more into what happened with the War of Collision. Basically, when the gods fought, they sent out this wave of energy, and the realms are kind of like up like planets, like in an arrangement like planets. So that force of energy just sent them scattering, and they hit into one another, but each like realm has this barrier around it that protects itself from other magics, so that other magics from other realms, so that they don't cause mass chaos. So when they hit, those barriers bashed into one another and it cracked, and the magic kind of filtered into each other, which is what creates the rifts. So you can, like, people back then could see when that shattering of the barrier happened. Like, in the night sky, I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but in the night sky, sometimes you can see the shattering. You can see, like, lines through the sky.
Like broken glass?
Like broken glass.
I like that. I mean, I guess Kai wouldn't have any other understanding of what the night sky looks like. That's just always been the sky for him. So I'm sure he's just like, yeah, it looks like that sometimes. It's fine.
And
No big deal.
before there... okay. And no one knows how many different planes could have seeped in through the crack in the shield or whatever.
Some people have theories that maybe there were 2 or 3 more, but no one's quite sure.
No one's quite sure what planes might have...
Yeah, or, like... Yeah, no one's quite sure, like, what planes
might have got
became
mixed up in
connected
the
to
war
theirs, because it's... Yeah, well, it's not like they could see exactly what the plane was when it was hitting them, so... no one's certain what planes are linked to their own. So, yeah.
Can I look up any different known planes of existence that are wintry or snowy? Is that a thing?
Hey, guess what, Alyssa? I don't know. I don't know all of the planes of existence in D&D. I'm gonna have to pull out my trusty Dungeon Master's Guide. Would you believe me if I said this is the first time I've had to pull this out during a session?
Ooh. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Maybe I'm not looking for something snowy. Maybe I'm looking... All I saw was monsters running out of the rift. Do I remember...
And a person stepping through.
Yeah, do I remember what type of monsters? Did they look abyssal in nature?
It was like...
Did they look...
It was like animals.
Animals.
Like big animals.
Okay, what kind of plane would have such large
The Beastlands.
beast planes?
Mm-hmm.
And that's... Okay. The Beastlands, that's all I know. Okay. I have one clue now. It's more than I had before. Okay.
Okay.
Now I think we've all finished our research.
All right. What are you doing now? If anything.
Where are we sleeping for tonight?
Man, I don't know.
Are you
We were
going
in the
beach camping
tavern.
again? Or...
Oh, man.
Hey, now we know we can't trust people, so now we have a reason for beach camping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
man.
that's a fair point. We could just sleep out on the beach, since we know
Yeah, you know.
the government is
Yeah, for
corrupt.
safety.
Yeah.
The government is corrupt, so I can't sleep inside anymore.
Oh my god.
They'll never
I've
expect us to
decreed
be
it.
on the beach. You know?
I don't know if they would come looking for you in a crappy inn at the end of town.
Yeah, but if they saw
either,
like
but, you know,
four...
They also definitely wouldn't come to look for us on the beach.
I don't know. I mean, if I was on the guard and I saw like 4
but
lumps on the
thieves might.
Yeah, I might be like, this is concerning. I want to check on these people real quick.
Alright then, let's shack up with the Thieves Guild again.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're also probably less likely to run into something dangerous when we have them all around us.
Yeah. That's what I would think, at least.
Alright, I've done enough research for today.
Yeah, I'm all researched out.
Let's go to sleep and, Oh wait, we haven't really talked about what we're doing tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. That's probably smart.
Yeah, go ahead. You've got a little bit before I want to end the episode.
I
Feel free to talk for a little bit if you want to.
guess begin looking for tarot.
Begin looking for tarot or try to find out more about the hallowed flares? Or should we...
We could definitely do both. I mean, it's not like we can like.
Or
We can do both.
since we suspect the hallowed flares are so dangerous, possibly
They're
the Twin Devils themselves, we table that until later.
Yeah.
Maybe
I
don't
think-
go snooping
don't-
around.
Or
we
we
don't
should.
want to get their attention yet.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
exactly.
fair.
Yeah, I would
Probably
hate to have
don't
a
want to get their
TPK
attention.
happen. That would suck. Yeah. So I think that it might be best if we start looking into cold cases. I think it might
Yes.
Teth had the idea of speaking to the god. I think it was Teth that had the idea of speaking to them and seeing if they had any unsolved murders or anything interesting happening. That might be good. I also think. Actually, that was my only other idea. So.
Yeah, we can check with the guard.
A
They
good
probably
next
have
step.
something more than the library would, hopefully.
Didn't
I don't know if they really
Alicia
keep records.
tell me where Taro's like hideout was, or like where he's been spotted?
Hold on.
I feel like she did.
Tarot doodle. No. I don't have anything written down about that. Just the name of Tarot. And that he's a serial killer. His tarot card is a calling card.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh yeah, it just says not easy to follow random movements in Merowyn history in my notes. So
Okay.
I thought.
Yeah, he has a drop point for communications, but she didn't mention where that was located.
Okay.
If we can somehow neutralize Tarot, though, he's one of the people that provides bodies to the necromancers in the Generals in Death. So
Mm-hmm.
even though he's technically lower on the chain of command,
It might be good
we
to
would
get
be
some
crippling the
information.
Generals of Undeath by somehow neutralizing him.
They might not also notice he's gone for a while too, because
He might not be that
he's
important.
lower on the food chain.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't
Mhm.
have communication with them for a long period of time. Just shows up with bodies and leaves.
What did we do with the drugs?
We have it.
Yeah, I know we have them, but like,
You definitely still have the drugs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
still got them in my backpack.
Yeah.
that do we think that we have any leads on that? We were supposed to do something with it. My brain is not.
We just
Durvax was
took the
distributing it
amount
for
Jorah dropped off.
Contagion. I got a tattoo. Woke up.
Contagion is
We all got
Craven.
tattoos.
We all got
so-
tattoos.
Oh, Contagion is Craven. Yeah.
Mhm.
Jorah got trapped. Thank you for distributing. Signed Contagion of Ice Wraith's Leaf. That's Craven. 2 lead generals. Teleportation circle. Sorry, I'm just reading my notes out loud.
Don't forget that
basement.
Elias Fry
know.
was also a part of the Generals of Undeath.
Yeah, he
With the
was the
codename
puppet master we
Chimera.
fought
Yeah, but
in the first episode.
he's
He was a part of the Generals of Undeath. He had the codename Chimera.
Okay, I don't remember that.
No.
Elysian Nevermore, into Sage Lake, blah blah blah. Yeah, I think we got the drugs, and then we knew that they were being distributed by the Generals of the Undeath, but I don't think did we ever figure out why they were distributing them?
For funsies.
For fun.
Well, it creates
Well, they wanted to
zombies,
create-
so I'll let you do the
Oh,
math.
yeah, an undead army.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I think our best bet is probably to go after Taro. I'm sure everything else will start to fall into place after we start working on that.
Do we have any idea where to find Taro or Doodle?
Did someone say something about Meridale?
Merowyn.
Merowyn.
He worked on Merowyn.
That's an
for a while.
entirely other continent.
Oh, yeah.
Completely different continent.
That's where Hattie's
Merowyn,
from. Hattie's from
yeah.
Merowyn.
Okay, so do we want to go on a sea voyage? It's probably not smart.
Why?
No, he's
Remind me?
there right
No,
now.
you don't. You don't want to go on a sea
Something
voyage.
is telling me that we do want to go on a sea voyage. Like something in the
God
universe
is speaking to you.
Wait,
is
but
just
if we go
telling
right
me
now-
that
If we go on a sea voyage, the reprimand is gonna get us. He doesn't like pirates.
Wait, what about Merowyn? Has to do with Doodle?
Dougal
He has a
That's,
history in there.
has some history there.
But you don't know that because that was a private conversation.
Oh God,
I
okay.
was gonna say, I don't
Alicia.
remember anything about that.
Yeah.
It's a private conversation.
All right. Well, take the Merowyn off the table. 'Cause I thought
We have no
I thought-
idea where
Please
Taro
don't go to
is.
another continent.
Yeah, because I thought you said Meridale, which it is on the map, and I was like, that's close by. That's close enough.
No. Yeah. While we're sitting here, Hattie's just gonna pull out some of that fabric she bought a couple sessions ago and start like sewing and like embroidering something. She's just kind of working while we talk.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we still
Start
don't
a
have a
project.
plan because we have no idea where Taro is or could be.
I think
Talk
our
to
plan
guards,
is to
get to
start
leads.
looking for leads, right?
Yeah.
Because we don't have any right now, so
I
think
think
the
the
to.
guard would be our best bet because I feel like
we need to create the profile.
create the
So-
profile, find the geographic killing zone,
Yeah.
find the stressor.
Oh
The
yeah.
thing is, though, this is only
God.
one major city.
Yeah.
Even if we checked with the guard here, we're gonna have to travel to other major cities to even try and get an idea of where
But
Taro
have
might
the murders been happening in multiple different cities?
be. I'd
It could
say he
be.
moves
They might-
around quite a bit. If he's a serial
would
killer.
Okay.
Do you think Delmount might have like a history of like serial killings across the continent?
I don't know if they'd put that much stock in serial killings.
Yeah.
I don't know
guess.
how.
And also the communication between police departments and different like states
Crossing
across state lines.
jurisdictions,
yeah.
Yeah, it would definitely be.
We need to make this a federal
per city
case
basis.
immediately. Immediately.
Because it's literally not Criminal Minds.
Exactly.
We're making this Criminal Minds, whether you like it
Fantasy
or not.
Criminal Minds. I guess our best lead would then be. I guess our best bet would probably to be asking around with the guards. That
They
might
might-
get us something.
If they don't, even if they don't
Yeah.
have any records, maybe someone there remembers something about a murder and a tarot card left behind, or a missing
Mhm.
person and a tarot card left behind. Any
Can
clues
Mhm.
can help.
I roll a wisdom check to make a decision on what we should do?
I guess.
Why? We
I
only
don't
have
know.
one.
Yeah, we only
Maybe
have
if
one
I roll a
avenue.
high
for
enough
what we
wisdom
should
check, I'll
do.
get a little hint about where we should go. I'm just kidding. I know that's probably not gonna happen. Like I roll a natural 20 and God comes down and is like, "Yeah, you should check this out. Look, here he is. I found him."
Oh my god.
I like to think I'm a benevolent God, but not that benevolent.
No, yeah.
I'm not gonna just give you a waypoint.
I forgot to ask Craven one question.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling this to the party, not to the DM.
Well, I'm here, so I know.
No, DM, you have to go away. This is
Go,
the party only.
mute your ears. Mute your ears.
Okay. No, I will not be doing that.
I forgot to ask him why the Generals of Undeath chose him, of all people.
I think he said that already. I
He
think it was because he was like a good doctor.
was a smart
Yeah,
man.
but
I
why
have the
someone
journal. I
so
can ask him tomorrow.
why is someone so difficult to corrupt? He obviously didn't want to be a part of their organization. They had to blackmail him into helping them? Why go through so much effort? Why not pick someone sleazier, easier to corrupt?
Maybe it was just because
better at his job?
his skill. Yeah, I think he was the one that he
It
figured
could
out
be
was the
that
one that
he's-
created the dead dust.
Yeah,
Did he? He did create the dead dust.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he created the antidote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can always ask him in the journal later.
Mm-hmm.
So we got the
It's
magic
true.
book.
I have lost track of
To
how
be
many
fair,
magic
Alyssa,
items
you-
we have.
To be fair, Alyssa, you don't have a character voice, so I have no idea if you're
I can't
asking
really do voices.
me something or telling them something.
Did we take damage?
Oh
Because
shit!
I have 1 point of damage.
Oh, that was from our spree in the
You
dungeon.
two had a scuffle.
Yeah, you deafened me twice, and then you blinded me.
God.
Well, you didn't blind me. I blinded myself technically. I was the one that
Oopsie
cast
daisy.
the darkness
Wait,
spell
wait.
and pushed me into it.
I feel like this is descending into chaos.
This is the first time we're hearing of this. What happened between you
Oh
and
yeah.
Teth?
Oh, when we were in the prison break, Teth and I decided to go ham on some guards, and Teth used thunder
Oh,
spell
Thunder Wave.
that deafened me.
Gotta love Thunder Wave. That's a good
God.
spell, guys.
Yeah, it did 12 points of damage on me. It was pretty fun. Pretty great spell.
It's a really good spell, guys. I highly recommend it.
Oh man.
Hattie just kind of like looks up and gives like Teth the stink eye while she's like working on her
Would this
project.
count as a long rest? Like, can I restore my stuff? I should probably untick my spell slots too. That would be helpful.
No, you're not allowed to heal.
Oh,
We are about to go to sleep.
I'm
going
kidding.
to bed soon.
Kidding.
ugh.
Of course it counts. Of course you can heal.
Okay, cool. Can't believe
Who
I'm
am I,
so
Griffin
wimpy.
McElroy?
Is that all the information we really have to go on at the moment? Just,
Yeah.
I mean, we can't really track down any of these other people.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably too
Not right now, at least.
powerful for us at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I am interested in this Prince of Claws. They're the only ones besides the Twin Devils that we don't have a name for.
And well, we do technically have a name for Twin Devils. We could be wrong.
A real name.
Yeah, a real name. All we know
Rather
is
than a
that he
code
does
name.
All we know is that he does research up north.
Yeah.
Where up north? I'm not sure. That could be Frostwall. It could be Ice Ray Sleep. I'm assuming north is in like cardinal directions.
Who else did research in the north?
Well,
It
Craven for one.
was-
Oh, the Archpriest.
Yeah. And then Pied Piper also provides bodies. And then
A lot of
Reprimand,
people provide bodies.
Archmage, and the Twin Devils are in the government. Goodbye.
Long list of people
Mm.
who we have suddenly decided to take down.
I mean,
Why
Death
is that again?
Roaches.
kind of a part of prophecy, isn't it?
Mm.
That scared the shit out of me because I thought it was someone screaming. For a split second, that scared the shit out of me because I thought it was someone screaming.
Just dead quiet. And then screech.
I'm so intrigued as to what it sounds like through
Yeah.
the microphone.
Terrible
Horrible.
is what it sounds like.
We did find the prophecy, right? It was what was it
Yeah.
called? It was like Fate Breaker.
Yeah, it was the Fate Breakers.
Sure, but I don't think it
I
ever
have
mentioned
it
anything about
up.
the generals of undeath or defeating.
No, but at the very end it says when the four facets of fate return, a challenge of great evil will await them. And then when we woke up, we were in one of the Generals of Undeath's tower. When we got to
Mm-hmm.
Dalmount, one of the Generals of Undeath was distributing the drug.
Yeah.
And then we met Craven and we learned about everything, and it all just kind of falls into place.
So you think
Yeah.
you all think this is why the Raven Queen, or whoever it was that revived us, has brought us back
Yeah.
for
I think
this
we might
reason?
be destined to fight these guys.
Our mortal enemies, I suppose.
We still don't know who is pointing us down this path. We suspect it's the Raven Queen, but
And the knowing mistress, she's the one that gave the prophecy, I believe.
I will still say that I am still suspicious of the Order of the Ravens Mask, just because of that little cut screen we got when we were revived. But I won't put too much like faith in that, because I'm sure that oh Jesus, I'm sorry, that's my little brother. He has man sneezes. Okay, I'm gonna give myself a second to recollect my thoughts. Thank you, JJ. I'm not gonna put too much faith in that theory, because I don't want to like stray too far from the path and like get into conspiracy stuff.
okay. And Teth, you're well, you're not sure, but you don't think you've ever encountered Lezeth?
Well, I've definitely encountered, like, definitely, yeah. It's like pretty yeah.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
Did anyone understand that?
Pretty much encountered
What
them.
language was that?
That's what you mean.
Certainly not English. Or common, for that matter.
Yeah, I've had an encounter. Like, I don't know the name of the person I had an encounter with, but I definitely had an encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was
Okay.
probably his armada.
Yeah.
Or something.
But you don't know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had an encounter with a armada. So, yeah.
Well, we do know he has an armada, so
Yeah, I don't know how many people have armadas.
I would assume a few people, maybe like 2 or 3.
Yeah, so
On this
there's
continent.
probably, like, yeah.
There's a 1 in 3 chance.
Can we get the names of the 2 other people who have armadas on this continent?
No.
Other high-ranking members of the military.
Kai has an armada. Kai doesn't actually have an armada. That would be cool though if he did.
DM, we
okay.
need all the information on all the government officials in this entire continent.
Ever.
Yes.
Okay, let me go. Let me go spend 3
You
weeks.
have some
making
work
all that
to
up.
do.
Start writing us lore
We need
immediately.
every single name.
We're gonna
I'll
ask
try
every
to get
single
to it
question
between my
from now.
homework.
You're gonna need to have everything prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chapter
We should
1,
probably-
the beginning.
Prepare to be
We need, like, a
disappointed.
full textbook worth of information.
Uh,
On, like, the government,
Some,
all
like,
the government
players died.
officials.
We should probably start wrapping this up, though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if we
So-
we need
I
to
gotta go
to
soon.
sleep and I guess check in with the local guard
Bedtime.
tomorrow morning.
Okay, so with the sort of plan made, you all retire for the night at the Lakeside Inn and Tavern, and that is where we're going to end this very chaotic session. Hello everybody, I'm your Dungeon Master, Gabrielle, and I just want to say thank you so much for listening to this episode of Use Your Imagination. You can follow the show at Dungeons & Doodles on Twitter. Don't forget to visit our website, dungeonsanddoodles.weebly.com, to find more information about the show, the hosts, and where you can access transcripts for past and future episodes. You can stream Use Your Imagination on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Podbean. If you'd like to support the series, make sure to leave us a review on iTunes. Again, thank you. I hope you'll be joining us next time.